Artificial intelligence is, well, it's rapidly transforming our world, no doubt about it. But what happens if you don't have reliable internet? Or maybe, the money to tap into all that power? This isn't just a small issue. It's a huge barrier for billions of people globally. It stops them accessing tools that could genuinely open up opportunities. So today, we're doing a deep dive into something pretty fascinating, a new development aiming to change that. We're looking at EON Access AI. It's a groundbreaking platform from EON Reality. And our mission here is to really get under the hood, understand how it works, the big global challenges it tackles, and the kind of impact it could have, especially on careers and starting businesses in places kind of left out of the AI boom so far. Okay, let's unpack this. Our sources really lay out some critical problems this platform is designed for. You look at the language barrier, for instance. It's actually staggering. 85% of career guidance content is in English, which basically cuts off 90% of rural students who mainly speak local languages. Just think about that impact.
It's massive. And then you add the automation threat on top of that.
Right. Over 300 million jobs globally potentially threatened by 2030.
And the education systems often just can't keep up, can they? The job market's changing so fast.
Exactly. These aren't small bumps. They're major hurdles.
And what's really crucial here, is how these immediate problems connect to something bigger, a more strategic demand. It's this idea of AI sovereignty, especially in the global south.
AI sovereignty. Explain that a bit more.
Well, countries are saying, look, we don't just want any AI. We want AI solutions that actually work for our languages, our cultures, our specific needs and priorities. They want to avoid getting locked into these really expensive cloud subscriptions that, frankly, just drain local resources. It becomes a kind of new dependency.
I see. So it's about empowerment, not just access.
Precisely. Dan Lidgerskar, the chairman at EON Reality, put it very clearly. He said, the global south has made it clear. They need AI sovereignty, not AI dependency. And he stresses that EON Access AI delivers, and this is his quote, advanced AI capabilities that run locally, respect data sovereignty, and create pathways from skills development to sustainable income generation.
So it's a whole pipeline, really, from learning to earning.
Exactly. Building that self-sufficiency right from the start.
Okay, that frames the why really well. So let's get into the how. This EON Access AI platform, it sounds like a pretty significant tech breakthrough. And my understanding is it's the first time OpenAI's open-weight models, specifically GP2os 120B and GPTOS 20B, have been put into a full career and entrepreneurship platform that works completely offline.
That's the key. Completely offline.
Because with EON Reality's older XR learning stuff, you could download content, sure, but the interactive bits.
Right, the Socratic dialogue, the quizzes that adapt to you, the personalized feedback.
Yeah, all that needed the cloud, right? So what's the magic here? How do they bring that whole interactive experience offline?
Well, it's a really clever piece of engineering, fundamentally leveraging those open-weight AI models. See, unlike the big proprietary models that need that constant server connection and, frankly, expensive API calls, open-weight means the core intelligence, the AI's brain, so to speak, can actually be downloaded and run directly on your device. A local device.
Right. So you own it in a way, or at least it runs on your machine.
Exactly. And that allows for total customization, regional adaptation. You get real control and ditch the need for constant internet. And they've managed to build this offline power into 3 core platforms that all work together.
Okay, let's break those down. What's the first one?
First is EON NXR. That's their skills platform. And it's not just static information. We're talking AI-powered content creation, skills assessment, but crucially, all the interactive features, that Socratic questioning, the adaptive quizzes, personalized dialogue, it all works offline.
And that must massively cut down costs, right? No constant data charges.
Dramatically. Compared to cloud systems, yes. Then there's Career Compass, the jobs platform. This gives you full career guidance, skills gap analysis, job matching. Again, all offline.
Wow. So you could be prepping for an interview, maybe in an immersive XR setting with AI dialogue.
Getting real-time feedback, yeah. Even if you're miles from the nearest Wi-Fi hotspot, it's incredibly powerful for access.
Okay. Skills, jobs. What's the third?
The third is the Entrepreneur Guide. That's the income platform. This features something they call the revolutionary Brainy AI Mentor.
A Brainy AI Mentor. Sounds intriguing.
It is. And it operates completely offline, offering conversational mentorship through a whole 8-step entrepreneurial journey, guiding you right from finding your business purpose all the way to launching something market-ready. That kind of support usually costs a lot.
Or is just unavailable in many places.
Precisely. And the way these 3 platforms talk to each other, remembering you and your progress, that's handled by what they call EON AI integration. It's not like a fourth AI, but more like a smart traffic cop for processing. It uses the local device, those offline models, for all the immediate interactive stuff. But if you do get online, it can seamlessly use the cloud for bigger updates or maybe more complex background tasks.
Ah, so it's a hybrid system. Best of both worlds when possible.
Exactly. Very adaptive.
That level of offline power really does seem to smash some traditional barriers, things that kept advanced AI pretty exclusive. So, beyond just cost and needing internet, what other big hurdles does this approach overcome?
Well, first, as we said, it just eliminates the basic access barrier. No expensive subscriptions, no need for constant high-speed internet. It runs on budget phones, low-cost computers. That broadens the reach immensely.
Makes sense.
Second, it's built for multilingual support and regional customization. This is huge for making it culturally relevant, not just a generic tool.
Moving past that one-size-fits-all approach.
Right. And third, maybe the most critical point for many countries, data sovereignty. Your personal data stays on your device, period.
That addresses huge privacy concerns and those data localization laws we hear about.
Absolutely. That's a major sticking point for many cloud AI solutions globally.
The technical work to get there must have been intense. You mentioned the open weight models and that Apache 2.0 license.
Yes, that license is key because it's permissive. It allows EON and potentially local partners to really customize the AI for specific regional needs.
And the hardware optimization, getting it to run on, was it 16 GB devices?
Yeah, the 16 GB hardware optimization, that's a major technical feat. They've used advanced methods like model compression and really thick processing engines, so you get the full interactive AI, the tutoring, the dialogue, the quizzes running locally without needing a supercomputer, just on widely available, affordable tech.
Which brings down the operational costs dramatically.
Hugely. It makes the whole thing sustainable and scalable. Mats Johansson, EON Reality's president, said, "We're not just making AI more accessible, we're fundamentally changing who gets to use it."
That really captures it. It's democratizing access. Okay, so the tech is impressive, but what about the actual impact? EON Reality's platform, even before this offline leap, apparently had some proven results. How does EON Access AI build on that for these previously excluded groups? What are the results looking like?
Yeah, the existing platform already has a strong track record, and this is about extending that reach. For instance, in skills development, they've documented things like 4x faster learning with their XR and AI guidance.
4 times faster, that's significant.
It really is. Think about someone needing to reskill quickly for a new job.
Hmm?
Then in career advancement, they have documented success helping people move from being unemployed into actual meaningful jobs.
Real outcomes.
And for entrepreneurship, a proven ability to guide users from just an idea to a real market-ready business. And importantly, these aren't just results from one place. They've seen this work across different continents, different cultures.
And how does this fit into the bigger picture, the sort of geopolitics of AI?
It's very relevant. OpenAI themselves noted that the country producing the most adopted AI models tends to shape global standards. What EON Access AI does is help ensure that powerful AI capabilities built with democratic values like accessibility and privacy aren't just for wealthy nations or those with perfect infrastructure.
It levels the playing field.
In a very real way. Think about it. A student in rural Kenya getting the same quality AI learning dialogue as someone in Silicon Valley.
Or an entrepreneur in rural India getting that same sophisticated business mentorship.
Exactly. That just wasn't possible with purely cloud-based AI.
That's a compelling vision. So how are they actually rolling this out globally? What's the strategy to get it into people's hands?
They're being quite strategic about it. They're starting with pilot markets, focusing first on countries really pushing for that AI sovereignty and needing strong local language support, often the most underserved areas.
Makes sense to start where the demand is clear.
Then, they're building a partnership network, working closely with local schools, governments, community groups. That's vital for cultural relevance, local content, and long-term support.
Ground-up approach.
And for platform availability, it's flexible. Individuals can access it, schools can license it, governments can implement it, communities can run programs, and crucially, it supports all the main devices, Windows, Mac, Android, iOS, with that special optimization for lower spec hardware common in emerging markets.
Meeting people where they are with the tech they have.
You have the idea.
So when you put it all together, EON Access AI really does look like a fundamental shift, a move towards, well, maybe AI democracy isn't too strong a word. It feels like a direct challenge to that old system, where only the privileged few with money and great internet got the best AI tools.
It really does. And that brings us to a fascinating thought for you, the listener, to mull over. How might this radical change in who gets access to advanced AI? How might that not just transform individual lives, giving people new opportunities, new voices, but how could it fundamentally reshape global innovation, global economic development over the next decade or two? Could we see completely new centers of creativity, of enterprise popping up in places we don't currently expect, just because these powerful tools are suddenly within reach?
So what does this all mean? It suggests the future of AI might be much more distributed, much more globally empowering than maybe we first thought, a catalyst for innovation everywhere. Thanks for diving in with us today on the Deep Dive.